FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the New York Giants. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Big hold of the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down.
A former high pick of the 49ers out of the University of Washington, Dante Pettis was claimed off waivers last November by the Giants, and they're hopeful that the change of scenery will get his career going.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And a short gain here down to the 22. Cameron Curl with the tackle that time.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had 1 week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. He did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. On first down, Rodgers. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Here's Booker on the catch. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd and inches, Rodgers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. On the handoff, this is Booker. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Space to run past the 20. And his throw is incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Kaepernick now on first down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
On first and 10, it's Gibson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now Kaepernick. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give them 32 on the play.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And Washington has taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially... Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And all the way down to the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
Rodgers now on first down. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. To throw, Kaepernick. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Rodgers going to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Rodgers. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To throw is Kaepernick. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On first down, Kaepernick. That one caught. It's the rookie De'Ami Brown. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So first and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And despite missing 4 games in 2020, Sterling Shepard tied his career high with 66 catches. And that led all Giant receivers, and he makes a nice catch there.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Both of these coaching staffs feverishly making their final plans for the second half. One of these 2 teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaud.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
Well, certainly not what they wanted out. The locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw, Kaepernick. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him, NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
Escaping the pressure right.
And out of bounds right around the 20. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnose perfectly there.
And he finds McLaurin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They'll run with Gibson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Rodgers now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And we always say, and I absolutely believe it, Evan Ingram is a wide receiver in the tight end's frame. 63 catches last year, en route to his first Pro Bowl nomination.
On first down, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Giants are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Jones. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Now Rodgers. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. Gano the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Kaepernick. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Kaepernick now to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Again, it's Kaepernick. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. The 20. 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Kaepernick. And this is caught. It's Brown. And all the way down to the 26.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now Kaepernick again. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown Washington. Curtis Samuel, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And Washington has retaken the lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. To throw is Kaepernick. Open man is Samuel, complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. He's going deep for Brown. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. To the right and complete to Galladay. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards the pickup there. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. A throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
To throw is Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And down to the 16-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Azeez Ojulari brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Gets this to Gibson. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively.